Hello everyone, I am T-Man978. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection Deluxe Class Autobot Cosmos. Thank you to Mike Rogers. I let him know that they had some G.I. Joe figures in the store, which prompted me to go back in because he wanted me to pick them up for him. And I forgot to pop this out just to mess around with it. That's a thing that you can do while this thing is still in there. I went back into the store a little bit later to pick up those G.I. Joe figures he wanted. And boom, they had a case of these guys sitting out there. Opened it, and yeah, got this guy out of there. Thank you, Walmart people, for finally putting the toys out. For the folks that haven't been collecting Transformers in a while, the box is completely trashed once you take the figure out. Everything in here is made out of paper. So, yeah. But don't throw away this little baggie that's on the bottom. That's his accessories. Here's Cosmos out of packaging. Yay, vehicle modes again. Look at that. Here he is with his little checkered flag for when he helps start the race and finish the race on Velocitron for the Speedia 500. I guess him being able to float over the planet helps him see who actually crossed the finish line first and observe, since observing is one of his duties and whatnot. But size comparison, here he is next to Cosmos, who also was a G1 Minibot back in the day. So comparable definitely, but they are way different shapes. It's hard to compare them to anything. You don't have to have this here. And this is fully painted. It's green paint. And as you can see, the paint is chipping off every time I plug it in something. You could plug it into his gun that's right here. And yeah, I think it only has the 2 plug-in points. Yeah, in this mode, it's only 2 real plug-in points. You could plug something here. Let's try that. So, yeah, maybe you want it back here. So, but anywho, here he is next to one of these Star Wars Jazzwares micro figures, the Ahsoka Tano. Got this from Larkin's Lair. He bought a whole case of these blind boxes and just randomly shipped this to me. Thank you, Larkin. But yeah, this would be a good scale. You could almost, if you mess around with this, wait, which way does this go? That way. You could almost fit somebody in here. If she wants to go in there. Yeah, so you can peek out. But I wouldn't suggest putting anything in there. It might get stuck. But anywho, cool, nice. I don't like the gappage right here. That's unfortunate. No matter how many times I've transformed this thing, back here there's a little bit of gappage. And you'll have to worry about this thing not staying in a place. They do have a flight stand port right here. And nothing really at the bottom flight stand wise. I mean, you could wedge something somewhere, but if you want to put it on the flight stand, you will have to do it right here. But let's get to the transformation. You can do this really quickly. And this is fully painted. Right there, that red dot or button on me putting that in there messed up the head placement. I'm trying to make sure I don't scrape the head, because the head is fully painted right there. And look at it, it's nice. But now we can get this out to the side, basically. Move that out to the side. And then I'm going to, oh wait, you gotta lift these 2 pieces out. Then bring this down and bring the crotch forward to meet his robot mode part of the crotch. You can separate these, rotate the feet forward, and take this little piece and rotate this to the back until it snaps over this right here. So just push it really hardly. So we're done with that. We can bring this down. Now all of this is basically his arms. We need to pull that out, rotate it this way, and this needs to come in like that. This will pop off on you if you don't handle it right. And this little notch goes over this little bump on his back. Well, before we do that, I'm gonna bring the arms out a little bit, but move that over the notch. Then we can put these over the notches on the side. And the last thing we need to do is pull these out of the arm cavity. And now Cosmos is a robot. Yay. And he's Cosmos. Size comparison, let's put this little human there again. This thing is like probably less than an inch tall. Let's bring out Rocket right here. Get your arm down. Rocket is a little bit taller. A lot taller, honestly. And she's a short deluxe. I'll get Warpath transformed later. But going into him, nice detail. Like, this is a character that, since he's so simple, like, it would take nothing for them to make this a masterpiece figure. And most of the masterpiece equivalent figures look like him. But let's turn the lights down a bit and look at his face, which came out very great. Very nice. I like that that's fully painted. The forearms or the arms, all that's paint. The rest of him, of course, all that's paint. And this is paint, that's paint. But most of him is plastic. They do have paint on the back of there. These are actually supposed to be the hands, but because of the transformation, yeah. Now let's get into the articulation. The head is on a ball joint. You can look up, you can look down, tilt and all that. The arms actually go out to the side on the hinge. And this hinge is not the tightest, like, at all. I don't like that. I mean, you can swivel, even this swivel back and forth isn't all that tight. Let's see him back out. Then you get the elbows right here. I don't like elbows like this, where it I mean, you can see it just looks like he has a shoulder and then boom, elbow. Like there's no bicep. The wrist goes in, it doesn't rotate, unfortunately, and there's a bunch of space right there that you really have to be paying. They do this so much. I think I'm starting to get used to it. You got to be paying attention to actually be thinking about it. You get a waist that can go all the way around, even though you don't need to. The legs kick all the way forward, all the way back, all the way out to the side, basically. Yeah. Thigh rotation, you get a bend right there, and you get ankle pivot. Not a strong ankle pivot. It would be able to go forward, but this locks that into place because he needs a lot of heel support because he is a big dude. Naturally, he can hold his gun, which looks like that. You do get some ports down here on the feet for the weaponizers to connect to. He has the ports on the side of the arms for that as well, and the port on the back. They try to give every figure those main ports: arms, back, and feet. But yeah, he's just generic. If you have Bumblebee or Cliff Jumper from the War for Cybertron trilogy, you pretty much have this guy, or you know what to expect, minus the fact that he doesn't have wrist rotation like they do. There. But the same type of posing, That's what you're gonna get out of him. I'll transform Warpath Aether. This right here. If you put it like that, you can hold this as a flag. And if you flip it around, since it's not painted on this side, well, it's white paint, this could be a surrender flag. And here's another Season 2 mini-bot right there. Slightly taller. And just messing with both of them, it's really cool that these two mini-bots have somewhat of a complex transformation, mostly Warpath. But yes, it's cool they were able to do that. They put the extra money into engineering since they aren't that big for deluxe class. All right, I think this is the third time Cosmos was released after Generation 1. There was like a Legions class version. Then there was a Legends class during Thrilling 30, I believe. And now him. So I think this is my favorite one so far, out of the main line anyway. We don't get Cosmos that much, but this is definitely the best one. And I'm happy that they stopped skirting around. They used to try to make figures that kind of give you the idea of those old characters, but this is straight up and down just Cosmos from G1. And like, this is straight up Warpath. I love that they decided to finally start doing that instead of just giving us something that reminds us of those characters. Like, they just absolutely couldn't go back, or that was a problem, even though that's what people have been wanting forever. But anyway, good figure. If you can find it, he's one per case right now during that at Walmart. And the Velocitron set, Speedia 500. But yeah, good luck. I hear rumors that they're going to start doing a full case of him in the future. So do not pay scalper prices. Like, he's not that awesome that you just absolutely have to have him unless you decide you absolutely have to have him. Yeah, I wouldn't break my neck. I'm cheap. I don't like paying more than like a few dollars over retail. But anyway, reverse transformation. I'm going to push the arms up under here. And this pin right here is tight. So you don't have to, even though it doesn't click or anything like it should, you shouldn't have to worry about that. I'm going to lift this off of here. Pull this away. And go ahead and rotate this like this. You can, at this point, flip this panel up like that. I'm going to push these out to the side. Grab these, put them to the side. Put the foot, bring the foot down. Pinch the feet together. Move this off of there. And if everything is straight, you should be able to rock this back here and just have the legs meet up like this. And if it's definitely 100% straight, you should be able to clamp these onto that little peg. Now we can get this into this orientation and push the hinge up that the shoulders are on, so it can line up basically like this. And now we need to shove this into the back. Once you shove that in, you may have to line this back up because this untransformed on me. There we go. And this peg goes into the side of the legs. Wow, this peg needs to go up under there. Now, I had no problem on the one side, but that one gave me the problem. But now everything's together as tight as it's gonna get. We can go ahead and rotate the head. I'm gonna have the head straight. Rotate the head under here. I don't know if it's actually, I feel it stopping right here, but I don't think it's actually hitting anything, the actual head. And I'm forcing it under there. I hope I didn't, but here we go. Now you can put the guns and flag where you see fit. And there you are. I like them. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man 978 out of here. Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click